the owner of Lot 1.
Yeah.
We are here because, one, it's my favorite restaurant in Five Parks. And so we wanted to hear a little bit more about your restaurant, Josh. So this is not how I met you. So tell me, how did you do this?
I would say it's kind of a right place at the right time. One of our old colleagues from Level 3 and I were discussing what should go into this building, and the first thing that came to mind was a restaurant. As you can imagine, here in Northwest Arvada, it's slim pickings for places to eat.
That's very true. That's why the food trucks do so well even farther west.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So we've kind of, I guess the bottom line is this community has come together, bounded together, and we've created this restaurant. It's really crowdsourced is how we came up with it. So a lot of the neighbors that live around here, within a 3-mile radius are all investors. So it's a community, it's a restaurant built for the community, by the community.
So have you created Arvada's version of Cheers?
Bingo. Exactly.
Wonderful.
Exactly. When you walk in, everybody knows your name.
Okay. That's kind of true, because I recognize a lot of the people that are here this afternoon. Fantastic. Okay, so what makes you different? Like, what's special about your menu? Because you're definitely not a chain, you're all individual, so talk to me about that.
So I think, first of all, it comes down to my staff and what they've created here. So we have a very creative kitchen staff. I would consider ourselves a scratch kitchen. So, not a whole lot is processed. We make our own sauces, cut our own, butcher our own steaks, our fishes. So we're really a scratch kitchen, so it starts with them. And I think the moment you walk into Lot 1, the high school kids that I employ here as my hosts, all the way to the kitchen, to Javier in the back, it's a community restaurant. They're very creative, very friendly. I think the service is exceptional here, and we really, I would say, pride ourselves on that. And I think the reviews that are out online kind of demonstrate what we've built.
Okay, fantastic. Well, I always enjoy coming in and seeing what your cocktail specials of the month are. So we're here in November. What's the top cocktail for those of us that are coming in for the pre-Thanksgiving?
Yeah, well, in fact, we just had a big menu overhaul that started yesterday. Those were released yesterday, both on the food side and on the cocktail side. So we have 6 new cocktails, and probably, I would bet 65 to 75% of our menu is new. So we've really, we've changed things. We know what the regulars like, right? The Nashville chickens, the tacos, the pork chops, the meatloaf. If I removed any of those, people would probably be rioting outside. So we've kind of tweaked a lot of the other menu items, and we're real excited about that. And our cocktails, Donovan, one of our head bartenders, he's a true mixologist at heart and loves putting different flavors together.
Okay. Yeah, don't take the meatloaf away, because that's my favorite.
The tomato bacon jam. Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Okay, so I've popped in here before, and they go find you, and you say, "Oh, sorry, I was on the roof." What's on the roof?
Yeah, so we have a greenhouse up on the roof that we do a lot of all hydroponic vegetables. So bok choys, lettuces, basil goes crazy up there. We've done tomatoes, cucumbers, buzz buttons. There's a lot of different things that we can grow up on the roof. So a lot of times you'll come in, and the vegetable of the day will have come from the roof.
Wow. Farm to plate.
Actually, roof to table.
Roof to table. There we go. That was the words I was trying to find.
Yep.
Okay. So we know meatloaf's my favorite when I come in for dinner.
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
So meatloaf has a special place in my heart. That's Moe's Meatloaf, actually named after my mother-in-law, who passed away about 13 years ago from ovarian cancer. So that one is obviously a go-to one from a sentimental standpoint. But if I was to pick something else, our pork chops, we sous vide our pork chops, and we either do a chimichurri on it or the Carolina mustard from next door at Lot Q. That is probably one of my top. But some of the recipes are mine, and so I'm a little partial to some of them. The Lot 1 Glory Bowl, you have to try it.
Okay.
Put a little protein on it if you're a meat eater, but that's also a very popular one for me.
Okay. Now, wait a minute. You just mentioned Lot Q. And I noticed when we sat down, we had like a gazillion menus, right? We had cocktails and we had lot 1, and then there was a lot Q.
Yeah.
What's lot Q?
Lots of choices here at Lot 1. So 2 doors down on the other side of the building here in Five Parks, we have Lot Q, which is our barbecue restaurant. It's our sister restaurant, if you will. We have a massive smoker in there that's about 8 feet tall by 12 feet long. In fact, I'll be putting about 40 plus turkeys in there come Thanksgiving in a week and a half for people that have purchased. So yeah, you name the meat really speaks for itself over there. So we have a little bit of smoke, and then 5 unbelievable sauces to accompany it.
Wow. So if I wasn't traveling for Thanksgiving, I know where I would have gotten my turkey now, right?
Exactly.
It would be over
Exactly.
here.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, one last thing. Tell me why someone should pop into the Cheers of Five Parks.
Yeah. Well, because we, first of all, love to get to know you, right? We want to know your name. We want to learn about your family. The beauty about this restaurant, I love working on Fridays and Saturday nights. My friends, my family come in, and my extended friends, right? The people that I've met just from having this restaurant for 5.5 years. There are probably about 20% of my staff has actually been employed here since day one. So Cody, Leandra, Donovan, Lauren, Casey in the kitchen, Javi, my dishwasher. A lot of my hosts have grown up and now they're serving here. So I think, especially in this industry, it gives me great pride to have this. I'm kind of the father figure here, and to have all my kids stick around and not fly the nest, if you will. It's very rewarding for me.
That's awesome. So you did mention day one, and I kind of remember the timeline of when you opened this. Do you remember the day you opened?
January 9th, 2019. So 7 months prior to the pandemic. And to be honest, it was the community that brought us through that rough patch. Because we're independently owned and we don't have to worry about franchises and all that kind of stuff, we were able to pivot. We closed on that Sunday, reopened on the Tuesday. We had lines of cars all the way up past the depot because the community wanted to support us. And it was a magical thing.
Awesome. Fantastic. Well, I think our food's coming. So, Josh, thank you so very much. And thanks for lunch.
Thank you. Enjoy.
Right.
Great to see you.
You too. Okay, so Josh, you said to me a while ago, "Well, I've got something working. And when you sat down here today, you said, it's happening. What is it?
Yeah, it is happening, Margaret, and we're excited. So last night we received unanimous approval from the City and County of Broomfield and a standing ovation in the council chambers, which I'm not sure has ever happened, for us to develop almost a 15-acre development just north of here at 108th and Sims. It'll be a mixed use. There'll be a restaurant called Pickle Brewski, which will be kind of like Topgolf, but for pickleball. We have 4 mixed use buildings, so we'll put kind of another lot 1 up there, so another gastropub, maybe another food concept, and a number of other residential products.
Wow. Well, as a resident of Northwest Arvada, thank you. And I promise all of you that follow us, we will be one of the first ones to go check it out. So stay tuned and we'll bring that to you when it's ready to go.